Most people get to spend their evenings in the comfort of their own homes, however. People who work the night shift aren't so lucky. These often unseen heroes clean, protect, and otherwise serve us as we sleep. And sometimes stuff on the late shift gets weird. Dive into scary tales told by the night shift. I work as a transporter in a hospital. About 2 years ago, we moved from the old city hospital into a new state-of-the-art facility. The old hospital was built in the 1930s and was showing its age, and at night was just plain creepy. Each floor had an east and west wing. The east wing of the 4th floor was the first wing to be shut down about 2 weeks before the move. One night at around 9:30, I'm up on the floor to get a patient from the west wing. I see a small group of nurses and aides who all used to work on the now closed east wing. They looked visibly shaken. I walked over to see if everything was okay. They told me that they had decided to walk through their old wing for nostalgia's sake. When they were over there, the phone at the nurse's station started ringing. The computers and phones had not yet been moved. Not sure what to do, one of the nurses reached over the counter and answered the phone. The nurse told me there was a woman's voice on the other end and that she sounded confused. This is the conversation as best I can remember it. "This is Beth. How can I help you?" asked the nurse. "Hello. Who is this?" "This is Beth. I'm a nurse. Is there anything I can help you with? Where am I?" "This is hospital name." "Are you patient here?" "Oh, okay." Then the line went dead. That's when the nurse finally looked at the screen on the phone to see where the call was coming from. The phone gave the room number directly next to the nurse's station. The rooms by this point had all been cleared out and the phones removed. They could see directly into the room and see that there was nobody in there. That's when they bolted toward the west wing where I was getting off the elevator. I avoided that wing for the rest of my time there. Now onto our second tale, the bright green history of Mountain Dew. Spirit of Child haunts Child Welfare Center, wakes children up to play in the middle of the night. I work at a crisis nursery, which is a child care facility that provides emergency and respite care for children under the age of 7. I used to work graveyards all the time. I have to say first that I am absolutely a non-believer in paranormal stuff at all. That being said, at 2 in the morning in a dark room when you and 2 or 3 other girls in their 20s are the only adults in the building, Shastra's tea gets creepy sometimes. Now the facility I work in was named for a child that was beat to death by one of their parents. The nursery was started in their name as a way to hopefully prevent another child dying a violent death at the hands of a stressed-out caregiver. So the story that goes around is that this kid's spirit haunts the nursery and is mostly active at night. I get told this on one of my first grave shift, and I'm like, whatever. Scare the newbie. That stuff doesn't really bother me. Well, later that night, one of the kids got up to use the bathroom. One of my co-workers helped the kid back to bed and returned to where we were all sitting. Pretty soon, someone hears the water running in the bathroom. They go check it out. Yep, it's running. The co-worker swears up and down that it was off when she and the kid left. Kind of weird, but I honestly think they were just trying to scare me. Well, they tell me that one of the reasons that everyone thinks this place is haunted is that many differ, and people have reported different children asking about that kid, as in, why doesn't that kid have to go to bed? While they're pointing at nothing. I brush it off, basically forget about it. A few weeks later, I was in the sleep room, the bedroom, where all the kids sleep. There must always be an adult in the room with the children by myself. I'm just chilling, reading a book with a book light. The rest of the room is pitch black and silent. All of a sudden, this kid, probably 4 to 5, sits bolt upright in bed and says, "Hey, how come they aren't asleep? Why do they get to play? I want to play too." All while pointing at a wall with no kids anywhere in the vicinity. Instant crazy shivers all over me. I was so scared I almost screamed. I refused to be alone in there from that moment on. If you enjoyed these spooky tales, please don't forget to like and subscribe.